Hey folks, welcome back to MusicalConman plays The Binding of Isaac Repentance. Today, we're going to play on File 1. That good stuff, we're going to play a random character on hard. And gosh darn it, we're going to do our best to be good at Isaac today. I'm feeling it. I was listening to an Isaac podcast. We get a cool character, Apollyon. Void lets me nom stuff up. Such as oops. Anyway, we're good at Isaac today. Whatever these enemies do. No way to know. Let's... Troll bombs? Hey. And that is an item we will totally take. No need to nom that. I'm not sure glass cannon is an item we super want to nom, given that it can have very weird effects. It'll make it so that every time we use our active item, it'll give us a big chargey shot, but while we're firing that, we'll take double damage. Or sorry, more than double damage? Like 2 hearts. We take bonus damage. I would like to go for that penny, but I would not like to risk death trying to get my diagonals accurate. Because part of being good at Isaac is maybe not playing with fire at every possible opportunity for a single penny of reward. The thing of like, statistically, what's the chance that that penny helps me win versus the chance that going for that penny makes me instantly lose? But no, I wouldn't instantly lose, so let's just go for it. See? Easy peasy. No risk whatsoever. Good at Isaac. Why do I say words? So that's to make a little extra challenge. If we're at 1 total heart going into the boss fight, it'll make it so that we are at 1 total heart going into the boss fight, so we're a little low of health. There's a possibility that could affect the chance of hearts to spawn after the boss fight, bring us back up to full health. You never know. No one can really know, certainly not the people who programmed the game. There's no one who did that. It just happened. So we're going to fight Dingle. Dingle's going to do some triple shots here. See, they've added a new texture to the triple shots and a new maneuver of the dropping the poop and shooting the other direction. But yeah, instead of the red shots they used to have, it's got little brown turd shots, which I'm all in favor of. I'll let it bounce off its own fecal matter there. Matter of fact, I can use that as a shield, probably. Let's test that. Does it block the shots? It does. A little risky trying to prove that there, but it does. Let's just do the small dodge. Anyway, boss fight proceeds apace. Not a lot to do. Kind of when it dodges, you move slightly perpendicular to it, and when it dashes, you move slightly perpendicular to it several times. We don't have a key. We have a slight range up and a luck up. Let's see if we can get a key. I would really like to get a key. Part of being so good at the game is that I would really like to do those secret bonus floors. I'm pretty proud of that maneuver there. I could have dodged all the way to the wall right away, but then when it shot at me, I wouldn't have had much recourse. So I dodged to about here, then when it shot, moved down here. Nice, we got our key. Now we're just exploring. See, a lot of enemies have changed their attack patterns or their shot speed or whatever, but some of them, I still know what I'm doing. Hey. Alright, let's blast them. Ooh, well, I am glad we did this room. With rewards like that, let's do one more. If the game is telling us that's where the money is. And we've got a pretty decent candidate for our secret room. I'm pretty sure it is viable on all sides. It's viable on this side. It's almost always viable on the treasure room side. It's viable on this side. And it's viable on this side. So that seemed like a pretty safe attempt right there. Keys galore for our second secret room. There's actually not a lot of places it could be. Well, it can't be here. So let's think. There's actually the only places it could be are by that very bottom room, and there's looks like there might be 3 options there, so not as easy to judge. We are going to move on down to the downpour, take another bomb on our way down the hole. Oh my goodness. Let's go down. I mean, my active item is charged. I could use it to attack these enemies, but it doesn't seem like a good use of it. Whoops, 6-room charge. I was not expecting that enemy to shoot that bullet in that way. We do have a Yarrow room. I was expecting it to shoot exclusively high up shots. The direct shot kind of caught me off guard. I didn't judge the shot height. So it is going to affect our double deal chance. That's okay, that happens sometimes. A little bit of health is not going to go amiss in this particular instance. I will totally take a trinket here. Oh no! Those do a fart that can waste a bomb? I would not normally spend a bomb for a red heart, but in this case I'm spending a bomb for entry. Ooh, entry into the curse room. And that pill turned out to be quite good. See, it almost got me again with that straight ahead shot. Hey, you know what? We spent a bomb we didn't mean to spend, and we got a bomb we didn't expect to get. The black lipstick not doing anything for us right at this particular moment, but it's got potential. Ooh, that thing's been pretty zippy. Alright. Nothing to do over this way. Not seeing any item rooms or any of that sort of thing. Alright, we got the little mirror versions of the buddies here. Whew. Are these multiplying when I break them, or are there just more than there originally seemed to be? Who knows? For a second I got worried that the reflections of my shots were actually something else. Alright, let's eat this. Speed up. Oh, right, that was our glass cannon shot. Glass cannon shot is strong. Okay, we've got 4 of those, it looks like. That's the direction in which they followed us. Okay, so that firefly is my first priority because it freaks me out. I don't really understand how to dodge it. So I'm going to pay the most attention to that while moving in a pattern I know will deflect the chasers. And I need to get rid of the thing that spawns them, because they are trouble for me. As long as I'm moving in a circle around that, that's cool, and I have a good enough sense of how those chasing type enemies move that it's not usually a problem. Okay, range and speed up. In that last stream, I am going to try and get this item charged up again. Okay. This is not a room that terribly frightens me. So we'll work with that, get a little more. Don't know what we're going to do with this Yarrow room. We could use it right there for some money. And if we saw something that we found super amazingly good right there in the shop, we could do that. That is going to improve our double chance significantly. 2 bombs. Looking at this floor layout, does not seem like a good bet to find the secret room. So I don't think I'm going to try. It'd be, you know, if I thought I had 2 spots where it was definitely one of those, I might go for the first one, see how it looks. Alright, but I'll use one of these. What do you know? Good luck. Alright, I could use Yarrow on these. If one of these was the health up pill again, I would. 48-hour energy. Shot speed up. Okay, you know what? That's a lot of keys, but I'm okay with that. And so now when I do this, I do a big shot. Ah, okay, but I don't do the Bob's Rotten Head yet. Next time I use it, I will do that. Could use the Bob's Rotten Head to look for the super secret room, not seeing a spot that is both close to the boss and prime for Zootin. Plus, I suppose I'll get things I want to eat on both the boss room and the deal room. Rainmaker has usually not been a huge issue for me. It's just a standard bullet hell, and it doesn't seem to do too much to change the terrain, and I do alright with standard bullet hell. I'm certainly no Toho expert or everything, but I played my little flash games back in the day. Lots of things coming at your little ship, and you had to move your mouse cursor precisely. Whoops! Okay, that attack I was not ready for. Spawning an attack underneath me is a little cheap. I will take a speed up. And a luck up is not unwelcome. Yeah, I don't need to go to that shop. Okay. We're in a bit of a tight position, but if we can just get to an early shop, that's going to do a lot for us. You know what? I figured I would just use my active item a bit proactively, get a little damage, just because I'm not super familiar with what these enemies do. It looks like they're not terribly threatening. I mean, they're scary, but they're not doing things that catch me off guard really suddenly right up close to me. I do want to get rid of those fireflies, though, because I'm worried if I kill the enemies they're swarming around, they'll start swarming around me, and that's no good. We have 8 bombs, so let's do stuff like this. Now that I have a heart and a half, I don't feel the need to spend a bomb for that. I will take piercing shots. Even if it doesn't offer any other benefit, like most do. Oh, I can put them in the water and it damages them? Interesting. Or did I put it in the fire and that did? Interesting chest, but let's go in here first. I will take the stopwatch. Slows things down. 7 cents for a sack. I really need keys. Not paid out. Okay. We have been both of these, so I am actually going to make a little investment here. Mixed feelings. We have found our little white fire, so if we can find our mirror, we can make some progress onto an interesting area of the game. It's really interesting that these little puddles of rain have a mechanical effect on fires. Because they appear to be just cosmetic, they don't have any immediate apparent effect on Isaac, or Apollyon, as the case may be, but clearly they're part of the game. We do need to find that mirror room anyway, and we'd like to get this active item charged up before we combat Le Boss. Come on, shots, pierce for me. Really good against these little ones. I would not be that upset if I fought the enemy that was just the spawner of all those little things. Spawner bosses are not likely to be as threatening with this cool piercing shot we got going. I would love to go to that curse room, but I am not going to give away my soul heart before even getting any deal chance for it. Aha, one of those. A little scary, but I think I had an okay dodge pattern so far. It was stressful. Luckily, the pots spawn things, but it doesn't seem like anything else is doing that. And they're out of terrain in the room. What do they do now? Did it just go away? Once they've thrown all the rocks, they just go away. Well, that's very interesting. Oh, maybe I should have Yarrow ruined that and gone for some 6 strats there. Maybe that's what I should do after the boss. Let's think about that. Okay, Wormwood. This is a boss that it chases you pretty hard. But as long as you're prepared for the chase and you're ready for the spike attack that blocks terrain, I think if I mostly just move in a pattern around the outskirts of the room, it's not likely to catch me, and it's not likely when the spike attack comes. If I'm just moving like this, okay, it's not spike attack time. But if I'm just moving around the edges, the hole it creates is going to be around the edges, and that's not going to be as much of an impediment to my movement as it could be right in the center. Okay, maybe now? Not yet. I don't have a lot of damage. Back in the day, this probably would have been considered a multi-segment enemy, and piercing shots would have done multiple damage to it. There's the piercing attack. Okay. Alright, thanks for that little hint about where you're going to come out. Take out those little buddies. But since they've changed how piercing attacks affect multi-segment bosses, we don't quite get that triple damage we might have been able to get. And if we can just get one more shot somewhere, basically. Yeah, one more shot. You know, I'm kind of feeling angelic. Oh my goodness. Oh, I should have left that on the ground. What am I doing? Okay. Yep. we're gonna execute our plan. We're gonna play that sacrifice room a bunch of times because I used to have memorized what the old sacrifice rooms did. Let's do our white fire trick first. See how that goes. Gotta get this out of the way eventually, anyway. Ooh, the ability to fly lets us pick some stuff up that we couldn't have otherwise gotten. I don't think there's going to be anything in our secret first room, so we just get to play as a lost for a bit. If we get to our treasure room, we get Mom's Knife. Clearing these rooms can give us extra pickups. Yep, special rooms. Other special rooms don't do nothing. I wonder if that sacrifice room has any special properties. I wonder if the spike works there? If it does, what would that mean? I don't really want to touch it because I'm scared of instant death. But it's interesting. I suppose if I just wanted to get a little extra stats, I could void the knife piece. It's really hard getting used to the idea that these things, you can't run into them, they just follow your movement wherever. I am going to fight that boss again. It's a little tricky, but we didn't take any damage last time. I think we're strong enough to fight it again without taking any damage this time. I mean, we're the exact same strength as we were before, but, you know, strong enough as a player. And I want that Atom. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. This is going to be a little trickier now. Just in terms of the level of pressure on me to not get hit. Okay, so it does that four-way shot a lot of the time. So just move, yep, slow movements so that it doesn't get you whenever it pops out, but not too big so that you don't run into it. Those holes are not going to affect us. Ready for it to be done with that. Right. That is a fast attack. Okay. We appear to be making good work on its health bar. It is a little scary fighting the tricky boss as the loss without bonuses, but we get Squeezy, we get Tears Up. Can I come back for these later? That's a good question. I'm gonna find out. I've already gotten the knife piece, but can I go back into the mirror later just because I want to? Also, are there spikes in this room? Let's fight these. We know this room pattern. We don't like that particular event pattern. Okay, I mashed the keyboard and dropped a bomb out of fear and panic. What happens? Let's not find out what happens after that. There are spikes. We don't know what else they do. Because we don't plan to find out. Okay. I can still get back into the mirror. We're going to do this. Could have Yara'd these, but I'm glad I didn't. Pheromones. Unless using 3 pheromones pills gets us a attractive transformation. That's not going to be super useful to us. Okay. We feel blessed. Guess. Okay. Into that. You know what? Let's get those other hearts first. Am I going to be tedious and Yarrow rune these to play this more times? See what we can get? You know what? Yes. Gonna take a couple trips back and forth, but this is gonna let us play that thing all the way through. Oh, I should have counted how many times we were playing it, but the angels should still appear and tell us how close we are. Small Lucky Rock, sorry, is awesome. Our black lipstick is not giving us anything of value. That's a pretty sweet item. I'm definitely gonna go for it. But it gives less benefit after you take damage, I think. So I don't know if it's going to be good. I think that one gives increasing tears up the longer you go. However that's measured, whether it's by enemies killed or something, or rooms cleared, or just literal time on the clock. I don't know. But The longer you go without taking damage, the more tears up you get. Okay, that way those bombs can harm the angel somewhat. We are going to go ahead and break both angel statues here, why not? We've got the health to support it. That stopwatch is just slowing down the game a little bit, slowing down those shots a little bit. It's definitely slower than it usually shoots. And I wonder how much of the game is moving slower thanks to stopwatch now. I don't always know what things do. Another option is we could just eat these key pieces to become strong. That could be kind of fun. The second angel is tough, so sorry to my viewing audience, I am going to do this. Take a little extra sidetrack, just to make sure I'm going into that fully topped up. I'm guaranteed an angel room on the next one, and I can get one of the key pieces from that. Wow, how many times did I go past that? That's pretty good to know about. I'm going to save that soul heart since it would disappear shortly. Alright. Oh, well, I could have done that. Oops. Well, again, I want to go into that angel heart full health. So if I was tedious once for no reason, I'm going to be tedious a second time for hopefully a reason. And just wait till I go back to pick up those soul hearts from the mirror world, and hopefully that works. That's tedium. That's tedium, baby. Alright, just taking a sip of my beverage. Here you go, Angel. You know, we're gonna get at least one of these key pieces available from the next Angel room we see, and we're guaranteed an Angel room on our next deal. So let's take key piece 1, just for safety, and we can get key piece 2 by blowing up the next Angel statue. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I should pick this up. Doesn't give... Okay, it does give an immediate tears up, yeah. If that one's the shots. If it doesn't blow, it's just the shots. Shots, 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 shots is one of its main forms of attacks. Other than that, there's of course those high beams. Good thing I didn't bump those spikes there. If I had, I could have been teleported to the Room of Darkness, which is not necessarily a journey I want to take right now, especially when I've got a knife I'd like to finish. I'm glad we've gotten a couple of tiers up. So we've gotten the screw, and we've gotten, well, we don't have Pascal's candle active right now, but we do have it as a general damage capacity kind of thing. I look forward to getting something that affects maybe our damage stat somehow. Black lipstick, I'm aware, can do that. Hey, we got it. +1 damage up. Do I want to keep this, which might give us damage up later, but doesn't now? No, this gives us better chance of getting black hearts, I think. I'm thinking of... it's so hard to figure out the Eve trinket unlocks. Lucky Rock gives us a lot of money. On the one hand, it's incredible. On the other hand, we have 50 coins. How much money do you need for your greed? You must rhyme for your crimes. Alright, let's get those soul hearts we left in the mirror world. You know what? We are at 21 minutes. We are not at boss rush pace, but by golly, we are trying to play well, despite our inexperience. Yeah, okay, with the ability to go back to the mirror world, where we've already cleared all the enemies, and they don't respawn and all the health is still there, I did not need to use my Yarrow rune on those other red hearts, and it was still an interesting idea. Playing that sacrifice room all the way to the end got us a good item, got us a key piece, and a damage up and a speed up. So really, like, that may have not been necessary to do what it did, but it was still pretty cool. Hey, if I go down to the next floor, I won't be the lost anymore, right? Wouldn't it be cool if we were? Oh, there was a tinted rock. Play it slow. Alright, we are no longer... Oh my goodness. Do we just get... How long do we get to do this? How long do we have to do this? It's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? Oh, I really like these. Okay, so those are the ones that fire the 4-way cross shot. These are the ones that do the long stream. Pascal's candle, coming out to represent. Are we the lost permanently now? Is this supposed to happen? Did we exploit something? I mean, I like playing the Lost. I'm not necessarily going to complain. But it's weird to have this phantom health bar that one would assume would eventually come back into play. Luck up, absolutely. Health up. Not really sure what effect that has for us. Oh, we turned back into the regular buddy. Okay. Did it happen because we cleared a room? Hey, our candle is... Well, it does act as a light source. It's just not a very good one. Reading by candlelight must have been a difficult thing. I'm definitely going to play this. Even if we can't get double plays anymore, it's still cool. And we can play all the way down to the ground, Ancient Recall, draw 3 cards. Pills. You know what, the rest of our pill rotation was so good that I kind of had a feeling we were due a bad one. Ooh. No, never again. That would make it so we don't get any more active items. But it's kind of cool with Apollyon to use Void and eat up other active items. Item? Explosive diarrhea. Okay. Managed to position that in a way where our devil beggar buddy was safe. Let's use the stars card now. The stars. Scapular is interesting, but I'm kind of curious. If you use the void in these choice rooms, I believe you used to get the effects of both items. I'm not really sure if that's going to still be the case in the modern world of repentance and many balance updates. You know what? Come over here. I didn't quite position it the way I would have liked. Oh my... What are we supposed to do about that? The game actually messed up. That shouldn't happen. We have bombs, and an enemy that... There's an enemy that can't get to us, and we can't get to it. I'll use a Rotten Heart. If I had reacted quickly enough, I could have opened that and gotten out, and I didn't. Or rather, opened that on the same invincibility that happened when I first got in. And ooh, when I do that rock summoned from the sky thing, there are little shadows below where the rocks are going to fall. That's good. Let's fill that in, and let's go back and get our Joker card. We are probably going to use it on this floor, but if we happen to get lucky, we won't. Our next deal is an angel deal. Whoops. Sorry, Pascal's candle. Our fire rate just went down significantly. I will try to earn your favor once more through diligent and careful, precise play. So what does the Rotten Heart do here? Well, I was interested in seeing which got lost. You know what? I didn't need that. I could have totally just voided it. I just took a syringe kind of out of habit because the syringe transformation spun is so good. But we don't, you know, we're several floors in. We don't have any other components of the transformation. It's probably better to have a stat we're not maxed out on because speed is not doing it for us right now. Alright, void is charged. I should go eat my item room. Interesting. So those will break the regular rocks, I'm betting. But they do not break the invincible blocks, which makes... Well, not only do they not break them... Oops. Got a little stuck on a corner there. They don't... Not only do they not break them, but they don't go past them is the interesting thing here. Because they take a little bit to fire. So you can shoot at them for a minute. Not a full minute, but a portion thereof. Our range is pretty significant. So let me see. If we fire from here, standing still, goes almost across a standard room length. Well, It's not bad to have more range. It's not dramatically exciting, and I would not kick it out of bed for eating crackers. So, let's see. Alright, I thought we'd have something down here, and that is what it is. This room is not posing a big threat to us, and I'll admit, these are enemies that it is useful to be able to shoot at from a long distance. Buddy. Buddy, wake up. There you go. Have your little breakfast. We have a lot of money. PhD is nice. We've got a good pill rotation already. I will take this. With so much money, I kind of feel like I should just be buying everything we see. Oh, and I just got a text reminding me of something I should do tomorrow. But I will address that text later. It's not texting time, it's Isaac time. Let's do a couple more rooms, get this charged up, maybe. Dark room's scary. I see a big red button, I go for it. So it appears to be every room you clear, your candle gets a little more lit. Totally lit, fam. So if we clear this room, then after the boss, our active item will be at 6 charges, which will let us eat something from the boss or the, you know, if we're lucky, deal. Speaking of if we're lucky, deal, let's contribute to our luck. And you know what? We got a lot of money. Let's see if we can get a luck up here. We got an increase in deal chance right there. And some luck up. And it's not like it hurts to invest a little in our future this way. I still want to be able to buy an item on the next floor, so I'm going to keep 15 cents. Right, I'm going to use Walking on Sunshine during the boss. If I need to dodge out of a tough spot. Reap Creep, I think I've got a handle on what Reap Creep does. I get 1 free hit before it starts causing problems and hitting this Rotten Heart, whatever that does, impinging on the Devil Deal. Angel, sorry. Blast that. This one spawns, I think not very much, but it does spawn a little bit, so it's possible that our Piercing Tears could be of use to us. I'm still pretty glad that I... oh. There goes that tier up we liked so much. I'm going to see if we can speed the boss fight up that way. It seems to frequently stop. Oh, now our deal chance. Okay. It's doing a laser attack, and we're familiar with that kind of thing. Alright, oh no. I was not ready for that attack. And I kind of thought that animation it did there was it dying. Didn't have a time where I felt like I wanted to do my pill. Range up, not super useful. For some reason I thought that one was a tears up. It looks cool, and I love that little blinking effect. It's with our eyes squeezed out to the sides. But tear size is nice with piercing tears. Just makes it easier to hit more things in your path. So we will use this. Absolutely. This does reduce our range, which is great, because we have a lot of range already. So try Sagion. Smite that enemy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and when it hits those stuffs... Oh my goodness. Alright, let's play with this. Come on, buddy. See how that damage is. The damage is reduced. So this would have given us piercing shots if we didn't have them already. Love that slower shot speed on the bullets. I'm going to give Stopwatch credit for that. Good thing I put 999 coins in the donation machine back when that was something I was doing for the first time a not insignificant number of years ago. I could void this and then I could keep getting more. Or I could take it and increase my chance of more angel deals. Anyway, I'm taking it. I think we have an okay, acceptable amount of health. Next floor is when we do some really interesting things. It would be nice if we had a Spirit Heart to protect deal chances. And I could Sunshine to save a half heart going into that room. Trisagion seems like it's doing some cool things for me here. It's definitely a huge tier size, and of course our other modifier affecting tier size is probably the reason this seems huge. I'm used to Trisagion being kind of big, but Obviously, our tier size is larger than normal. I don't really know what that was. It's hard to see stuff under the Trexagon, but hey. Clear as fire is like nobody's business. I wouldn't spend a... I don't know if I would spend a whole heart at this point getting in and out of here. But I'll spend a half heart. Void has gotten us some interesting stat ups that I'm especially grateful for. It has not really gotten us any active item effects that we value. Big red button. Every time I've seen a big red button and I have pressed it, it has cleared all the enemies in the room, which seems good to me. High Priestess does a lot of damage to an enemy, or if you're the only thing in the room, it stomps down on your location. My testing last time suggests that you could move out of the way of it, which is nice, so that you can use it to destroy a tinted rock or something without actually having to get hit for it. In a previous video, I really wanted a tinted rock, so I got hit for it anyway. I mean, if I could fly, I could just have that. And if I was really confident in my diagonals, I could also just have it. But I got a lot of bombs, so I'm just gonna spend them. New item. Botfly Defense Drone. So, okay, it's an orbital, and I'm guessing it fires technology lasers at nearby enemies. That's pretty cool. Just one of my periodic recording checks there. Okay, let's just use High Priestess on the boss, maybe? Oh, there's one of our switches to get into the next portion of the run. This might be a long one. I am moving carefully because I really want to unlock some new stuff this time, or at least see an enemy that I've seen once in my life and 0 times on the channel. So, let's get a move on. New item. Alabaster box, a sacred offering. I'm going to guess that once this fills up, it spawns angel room items. I think the odds that we fill up 12 room, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, yep, 12 rooms of charge before fighting the boss are pretty low. Given the room size, that's probably the Gideon boss. It might be tough for us to beat that without taking damage. Seems Hill I'll take though. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this. Oh Jesus. Well, that was very inopportune. I forgot I had eaten Bob's rotten head. But it was exciting. Okay, well that has done a number on our deal chance for certain. Which takes a little of the pressure off fighting the boss. And we have 15 bombs, but let's get the free one. Come on. Oh, we gotta wait a really long time. Okay. I don't know if I'm quite that brave. Not when I'm trying to play good and win. Which I am. Did that just come out of the tinted rock? Does that happen here now? Oh my goodness! It had a soul heart inside of it. I could use Yara to get 4 soul hearts. I just feel like it. I'm ready to carry around that Yara rune. Okay, we have completed the secret pathway. So let's hop in the minecart. Should I have filled up my health before I went in here? Maybe. I don't get any of my bonuses or items or whatever. So let's think about this layout. Okay, those are going to be shooting at us. Because we're going through something cool here. We would like to... Oh wait, let's not put out the fires. What if it's dark and we need them to see? So that'll probably shoot at us. Hear that heartbeat coming up. Okay. This really does build tension. I'm going to walk on the track. Because that's the track. You go on the track. Well, that's tinted rock. There's not really much I can do about it if that is there. And now... And I don't think firing the knife at it is going to do much. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, there's spikes? Okay. I'm a little disconcerted by what's happening here. Please get through the door. Oh, those, okay. Oh, I should have just gone back through the door. Okay, that was stressful. Alright, I am not prepared for what that thing is and does, I guess. But the rest of the run, I thought I played pretty well. Also, there were not spikes when I came through the room, and I did not expect there to be spikes when I went back. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much. Bye.